That day as usual, mouse deer were walking in the jungle searching for food. Because of fatigue and cannot strong withstand head of this hunt, he decided to take shelter under large and leaf trees. Hari itu, seperti biasanya, Kancil sedang berjalan-jalan di hutan untuk mencari makan. Karena kelelahan dan tak kuat menahan teriknya matahari, ia putuskan untuk berteduh di bawah pohon besar nan rindang. Unwind while he watched the line of ants that were running out of the nest. The mouse deer looked and surprised. They walk, carried small white object, and even the size of the object in the larger than the body size of those small ants. Sambil melepas lelah, ia memandangi barisan semut yang sedang berjalan keluar masuk sarang. Si Kancil heran memandangi semut-semut itu. Mereka berjalan sambil membawa benda kecil berwarna putih, dan bahkan ukuran benda itu ada yang lebih besar dari ukuran tubuh semut. More and more watching, the mouse deer grew more curious and were running very near. What interested him more, a giant passing the ant seemed to grin and shook hands each other. Semakin memandangi, Kancil semakin penasaran. Semut-semut itu berjalan sangat rapi, yang lebih membuatnya tertarik. Setiap kali berpapasan, para semut seolah bertegur sapa dan bersalaman satu sama lainnya. "What your happiness of the life is alive," said the mouse deer in the herd. Excited low of the jungle of the other animal lives seemed disappear, then live together and in mutual peace. Betapa rukunnya mereka hidup, kata Kancil di dalam hati. Hukum rimba yang ada pada kehidupan binatang lain seolah tak nampak. Mereka hidup saling bahu-membahu dan damai. Eventually, when the mouse deer looked to gather them as if their bodies are exactly seen so close, and suddenly two ants had side by side with him. "Gee, what is this?" Mouse deer confused. All the trees around it turned into a very large. Even grass became as large as durian tree. Lama-kelamaan saat si Kancil memandangi mereka, seolah tubuh mereka semakin terlihat begitu dekat. Dan tiba-tiba dua seekor semut telah berdampingan dengannya. Astaga, apa ini? Kancil bingung. Semua pohon yang ada di sekitarnya berubah menjadi sangat besar, bahkan rumput tingginya berubah menjadi sangat besar. Bahkan rumput tinggi menjadi sebesar pohon durian. Eventually, the mouse deer's body is smaller, but the inert he then walked to follow in the line of ants. After a while, mouse deer arrived in the whole of the ant kingdom. Ternyata tubuh Kancila yang mengecil, tapi ia tak menggubrisnya. Ia kemudian berjalan mengikuti barisan para semut. Setelah agak lama, sampailah si Kancil dalam aula kerajaan semut. Even rightful, he was mad in yet to see the splendor of the place ants. Then he asked one of the ants that are playful than the mole, "Hey, hi, excuse me. I was surprised to see all this. You can have this grand place with so much food in every asshole. How are you doing?" asked the mouse deer. Sesampainya di sana, ia sangat kagum melihat kemegahan istana semut. Kemudian ia bertanya pada salah satu semut yang sedang menumpukan makanan di dinding. "Hai, permisi, saya heran melihat semua ini. Kalian bisa mempunyai istana semegah ini dengan begitu banyak makanan di setiap lorong. Bagaimana kalian melakukannya?" tanya kancil. "Sorry, I'm working. Please you talk to our king," replied answer seemed busy. "Oh yes, excuse me, thank you," most immediately said the queen ants. "Most there are many oaks about to leave of ants." "Maaf, saya sedang bekerja. Silakan kamu berbicara dengan ratu kami," jawab semut yang sedang terlihat sibuk. "Oh iya, maafkan saya. Terima kasih." Kancil segera menemui Ratu Semut. Kancil banyak menanyakan perihal kehidupan para semut. "We are just trying to do as much as possible and according to our abilities. In our life, each ant had duties and obligations of each. For example, the big body becomes a worker ant. They are also so called male ants," answered the queen ant. "Kami hanya berusaha berbuat semampu dan sesuai kemampuan kami. Dalam kehidupan kami, setiap semut telah mempunyai tugas dan kewajiban masing-masing. Misalnya yang bertubuh besar menjadi semut bekerja, ada juga yang disebut semut pejantan," jawab satu semut. "What is the of the male ant?" the queen asked the mouse deer. "They serve to fertilize the queen ant to let her marry and breed as much as possible. After their duty is completed, they will die. As males' age are very short," answered the queen ant. "Apakah tugas dari semut penjantan itu, wahai ratu?" tanya kancil. "Mereka bertugas membawahi ratu semut untuk kemudian kawin dan berkembang biak sebanyak-banyaknya. Setelah tugas mereka selesai, mereka akan mati. Umur semut penjantan sangat pendek," jawab ratu semut. "What a noble duty of the male ant. The most dear, more amazing. Everyone has the job of each of you can be peace and harmony like us. Try." Queen ant confessed mouse deer. Suddenly the mouse deer's body back to normal, and without realizing she was on the edge of the tree's roots and fell down. He became surprised and confused, which had happened, either reality or a dream. "Sungguh mulia tugas semut jantan itu," kancil semakin kagum. "Semua tugas masing-masing kalian pun bisa damai dan rukun seperti kami. Cobalah," menyakitkan kancil. Tiba-tiba tubuh kancil semakin kembali normal dan tanpa sadar ia berada di tepi akar pohon lalu terjatuh. Ia menjadi kaget dan kebingungan. Yang terjadi jadi entah kenyataan atau hanya mimpi.